So in this one we have rocks and blues, and we're going to once again start off by separating our squad and surveying. So we can see that we have a big area here with a sponge, some nuggets, and a bunch of blues fighting a puckering Blino. Then we have some rocks fighting a baby aristocrab. The dirt wall here, underwater area, some blue Pikmin back there, and another baby aristocrab. Some nuggets in the water and some rubber ducks. Some water dumples there and a couple treasures. A Wollywog in there, and some Pikmin. So in this particular one, since there's a lot of underwater sections, I'm going to have Ochi quickly grab the rocks. You can see I'm very careful to only grab the rocks, because the whistle is very finicky, and we are 4 games in and Pikmin still don't separate enough. Quickly switch back to Ochi, and he's just going to start taking down this wall. As the intro tip said, it is better to have the blues do the transporting and the rocks do the fighting. I said in the last challenge video that rocks do 3 times impact damage. And blues are immune to water, so they'll be able to walk further in this one and faster. But there are certain areas that we'll see later on where rocks can transport. In this one, I'm making sure I have all my Pikmin, and I'm going to start taking out this little dirt pile. This will create a pathway. It'll drain the water, so that's an example of I can have rocks start to transport. I'm going to quickly take out that peckish aristocrab with an Ochi rush. Take out these water dumples just as fast, using the impact damage of rocks. You can see up there the water's been drained. We're going to have Ochi pluck these Pikmin, and as soon as he starts, we can switch back to the captain and start working over here. I have 20 Pikmin, so rushing this peckish aristocrat from behind should not be too big an issue. So I accidentally pulled some rocks there, so I'm going to just throw them off to the side just because I'm working with blues right now, so I can keep my mind focused. And then even though the nugget pile is right there, we're going to pull this first, just because that reveals a treasure, and we want to get that out as fast as possible, so that's one less thing I have to do at the end. Quickly rush onto this Wollywog, and since all I can do is crush Pikmin and rocks are immune to crushing, there is nothing this guy can do to them. They don't end up killing it before I finish my job there, so I have to do the hard work. And then back here, since the distance in this area isn't much farther than what they would be walking compared to blues, I can actually have the rocks take this stuff back. So you have 2 extras there, so I'm just going to throw them on the sponge. And Ochi's going to start digging up this rubber duck, since, as I've mentioned in the past, he digs faster than any Pikmin. Take the blues I just got and put them on that nugget pile. And then I decide I am going to grab these rocks here and put 3 on the peckish aristocrat there, just because, again, the distance is going to be largely the same. For the rest of these, though, I'm going to quickly go over here and grab these rocks and then switch back. See, Ochi has not yet finished getting there. He walks a little bit faster than Pikmin, as you can see, and clipping into that sponge. He's going to grab these guys and then throw all the blues away, because Ochi will float on top of the water, so for underwater things it doesn't help too much. You can't really do anything there. And we see right here that the rocks have just this corpse to take back, and then really anything else is either under the water or too far away for them to really be effective. This rubber ducky maybe, but there's not a whole lot that they can do. So I'm actually going to have Ochi go over here and start transporting treasures back by himself, because even though there's some water by base, that water's shallow enough that he doesn't float on top of it. Captain, meanwhile, is going to take all these rocks and put some of them on that large rubber ducky, even though it's technically a little bit slower. The rocks really don't have anything to do right now. Ochi's just going to take the ship back, and the captain's going to head back. We've got some nugget piles that have finished transporting by now, so there should be a bunch of blues waiting back at base, in addition to the ones that Ochi threw away. The biggest problem with this mission is that after a while, the rocks just kind of become useless. All the enemies have been fought. Everything else, though, it's way faster to transport with blues, so the rocks don't really have a purpose right now. So we're going to clean up this room, get those corpses, get the sponge. Check the stats of that nugget pile. It's at 6, so definitely don't need to rush that yet. And since these have 5, we can put 5 and 5 on him. And then the captain's going to head back to base, get some more Pikmin. And see what Ochi can do here. Got a lot of rocks that are trying to get up on his back. You can see there's still some blues over here that I did not get earlier. So we're going to take those guys and put them on that nugget pile. And then Ochi's just going to take this corpse back. Ochi's going to be really good for getting stuff in that area. And then again, the rocks don't serve a functional purpose at this point. Their job is done. So we're just going to be using blues from this point out. There's little rubber ducky and large rubber ducky, so I'm going to get those back in. We're going to just rush our Pikmin onto them. I have 5 left. Rush them on the big one. Let's grab the rest of the blues over here. You can see that room is cleaned out. We're going to check this nugget pile. And just as I'm about to rush them on, they come back with the rest, so... And just like last time, do a quick survey of the area with the survey drone. Make sure that nothing was left behind. You can see though that all rooms are cleared, so we're good to go. You know, we just cleaned out that room, so... At this point, it's just rushing Pikmin onto the last rubber ducky to make it go a little bit faster, though we are still waiting for the nuggets. And in this one, I was actually a little bit slower than my top record. Oh well.